Now, in previous striking levels, we were introduced to this idea of a knife hand. And a knife hand fundamentally is intended to be a much more focused, intentional, targeted strike. Whereas the bridge arm is intended to be something much more gross motor, much more integrated in sort of a shield or a defensive entry wherein we're seeking to clinch, create distance, and push. The bridge arm is far more likely to score. Under the most stressful conditions, when we're frightened, retreating, when our hands are up, we're always able to usually come in with a bridge arm. Something like a knife hand is secondary. Certainly as a preemptive strike from a verbal de-escalation phase, or striking somebody when you have them prone and it's open is possible, but it pales in comparison to the ever-present availability of a bridge arm. Now, one point I would like to make is the difference between a bridge arm and a hack. A hack is fundamentally the use of the forearm, whether it be the outside or the inside, in a manner akin to a knife hand. It's a chopping, hacking action. So if I take my front facet on the angle and I talk about driving in with my bridge arm, I'm going to be on a 45-degree inclination, driving in. My arm is a little bit outside the 90-degree open, so it doesn't collapse back on myself, and I'm driving through the center of my forearm, trying to hit that structure of nerves and circulatory system into the spine. I'm trying to push his mass back through his spine. So it's a forward drive. But by comparison, if I was to hinge at my elbow, bring this back, and swing from my back and shoulder, you're fundamentally affecting the exact same structures. In many cases, the hack is much stronger than the bridge arm. But it's a little bit more telegraphic. It's more visible. It loads, and it has a period of interception. There's a period where they can stop it, stifle it. So if I was here, for example, it drives out very easily, but if I was in a fight, it needs to be hidden in motion. It needs to be hidden in my basic movement to not be seen. The danger with the hack, aside from being more telegraphic, is that very, very often it will cause more damage than you anticipate. So you need to realize that yes, there is a danger in a bridge arm. Yes, there is a danger in pushing at the bridge arm, that I may knock the person out. They may fall back stiffly, smash their head open on the ground or the edge of a chair. Absolutely. But the likelihood that the bridge arm itself will create catastrophic injury at the standing point is far lower. The hack has all of the same falling dangers and knockout dangers as a bridge arm, but at the point of impact creates much, much, much greater trauma in most cases. If you miss a little bit and you hack into the throat versus bridging into the throat, the hack to the throat is going to be more destructive. The hack to the neck is going to usually damage the vertebrae, cause more soreness, and the hack is going to add more force to the fall and the impact with the ultimate ground. So we need to be careful. Both are great. If it was a life and death situation, hacking by all means okay, but realize that if you're frightened and tense and you're having difficulty coming in, the likelihood that you can initiate a hack and score it on somebody who is aware and ready is lower than a bridge arm. A bridge arm comes out of natural motion, out of shielding, and it allows you to drive in instinctively and catch them unaware, pushing them back, creating distance, getting them on their heels so that you can cause follow-up damage or go to a restraint tactic.